It took me 30 years of life to realize the lessons that I'm about to tell you now. Hello, beautiful people. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a sweet, sweet day. And if you are new around here, my name is Lauren. I am 33 years old. I live in Northern California, and I have spent much of my life, especially in the past 10 to 15 years, focused in on self-help, self-improvement, and just trying to become a better person so that I can be better to myself and better to the world around me and those that I interact with. And I have learned so many amazing lessons from all of this self-work, and also just from being a human living on this planet, learning lessons every day like you all. And I'm sure you all have beautiful lessons to share as well. So I'm so excited to dive into some of these lessons that I've been learning and so excited to share them with you. Lately, I've been super interested in lessons from the universe and signs from the universe or God, whatever it is that you believe in. And I've just been super in tune with different signs that I've been seeing. And so I feel like of all the billions of videos online right now, you are sitting here with me watching this one. And so I hope that one of these lessons resonates with you and that you can take it away with you and reflect back on your own life and how it might apply. And yes, I hope that some of these lessons resonate and apply to your beautiful life. My first lesson is going to be one of my smaller lessons, and I'm going to end up on my bangers, so make sure to stay tuned through the whole video so that you get those potent and juicy lessons at the end. This one is also important and also one that I've had to learn and learn again, and that is that rest is important and rest is productive. We live in this world where sometimes our worth feels like it's measured by our productivity and our output and our grinding. And I felt like, oh, I'm not worthy if I'm not grinding, and I'm not worthy if I'm not working super hard. But I've been learning that taking time to rest and listen to my body is so important. And remembering that as much as maybe some of us want to be robots and just be grinding all day long and working all day long, we are a part of nature. And nature goes through seasons, right? And we've got fall, winter, spring, and summer. And nature is not always blooming. It's not always sunshine and flowers and rainbows, right? We've got to go through all of our seasons. Some days, humans, it's like we're in a winter. And it's like our leaves are shedding and we're letting go of things and we're tired. And I think it's so important to listen in to your body on those days where you're kind of like shedding, you're letting things go, and maybe you're emotional and just like letting things go. Taking that time to rest and give yourself restorative rest. Maybe not scrolling because that doesn't feel very restorative, but taking however much time you have, maybe an hour, maybe 30 minutes, or maybe a day. Just maybe go to a restorative yoga class, go on a gentle hike, spend time with a best friend or a kid, whatever it is, and just really fill up your cup again, because it's hard to give to the world and it's hard to give to your creativity and even to your work if you are drained and just like your cup is completely empty. My good friends will tell you, and the people in my life closest will tell you, like, I can struggle with this. I can struggle with taking a break, and I'll have to justify it to myself. And I'll be like, I'm not working today, but I just feel bad about it. And I've learned this, and I've seen in my life that the days that I take a break, the next day I feel like my cup is full and I'm buzzing with creativity and energy, and I'm like, oh, thank God I took that break, because today I can produce double what I could have produced yesterday just fighting through that. And I find that if I'm pushing through my fatigue and pushing through my exhaustion, sometimes it works, but a lot of the times the next day I feel equally as exhausted and I feel like my output was like slow and sluggish. So it's so important to listen to our bodies and to listen to the fact that we are human and we need rest. So make sure that you are getting the proper rest and love and care that you need. And I hope this lesson resonates. And I'm so excited to share the next one with you. This second lesson has been so transformative for me and has been so eye-opening and just has made my life so much better. And that is, don't take things personally. And a lot of the times, the way that people treat you, if they come at you with anger or if they come at you with hatred or judgment or an insult, it's often a reflection of that person's inner world and their inner stories or their insecurities, and they're just kind of casting that and projecting that onto you. And you don't have to take that on. And trust me, I have been there and I know how it feels. And this is something that I have to continue to learn and continue to practice because it's a hard one. But don't take it personally. And I'll share a personal example here. In my last role, I was working late into the night and just dedicating so much of my time and my energy and foregoing friendship connections and just spending so much time on this work and this organization. I had a meeting with one of the superior managers there, and I remember she told me, "Lauren, I don't see any creativity coming from you, and I just don't think you're a very creative person." So I walked away from that meeting, and I'm not gonna lie, it hurt. It really did sting, and I cried about it, and it was really, really hard not to take personally. But after the initial wound wore off, I kind of brushed it off, and I was like, I know I'm a creative person. I know that in my heart, and I know that in my soul, and I know that everyone has the capability to be a creative person, but I know that creativity is something that I have been drawn to and that I've been inspired by and that I've worked towards my whole life. So I was like, I can't take that personally. I know I'm a creative person, and it's okay that she doesn't see that in me. But I do have the ability to say, okay, I'm not going to take it personally. I'm not going to run away from being creative. I'm not going to go in a different direction with my life and give up creativity because someone told me I wasn't a creative person. But I do have the autonomy and the independence to walk away from this situation because it just wasn't one that honored me or supported me or uplifted me in the ways that I wanted to be uplifted or acknowledged, right? So I think that it's important to know, don't take things personally, but if you are in a situation, in a workspace or a relationship or a friendship or whatever it is, and someone isn't seeing your worth, it's okay to not take it personally, but also realize that you can walk away. That you can find people and places and organizations or whatever it is that uplift you and that fill you up and that fill up your cup and that honor your gifts and honor your talents, because you have so many gifts and talents, and just because one person doesn't see them, that's okay. Don't take it personally, but know that you do have the freedom to walk away and find your people that do see your gifts. So don't take things personally, and I'm so excited to share the next lesson with you all. This next one has been such a transformational lesson for me in the last year especially, and that is that letting go is important, and letting go creates space for new, beautiful beginnings. And I think sometimes as humans, we like to hang on to things and hang on to relationships or friendships or working situations, whatever it might be, to try to maintain some sort of control in our lives and feel like we have things under control. But the only thing that we can really guarantee in life is that it's always changing and things are always moving and cycling. And like I said in the first lesson, humans, we're like nature. We move through different seasons. 2 of those seasons are fall and winter, in which we are shedding leaves and making space for new beginnings. And so this is one I've spent so much time on this year. I've let go of my working situation and other things as well. And I think that it's just so important to know that it's okay to let go. It's okay to create energy towards things that feel like more aligned. So if there's anything in your life that you feel like, gosh, this doesn't feel like a fit anymore, like I don't feel excited about this, it doesn't feel aligned with me anymore, like it's okay to like look at that and think, maybe I can like let this one go, and beautiful new beginnings will come if I plant seeds towards something like I actually want to bring into my life. I can plant those seeds and watch them grow in spring. So remembering that it's so important and so beautiful to let go. And even though that's a really, really hard thing to do and it's emotional, I know, but it's okay to let go of things, and it's okay to create space for what you actually want and what you actually deserve and what actually feels aligned. This is the last lesson, and I think the most transformational lesson that I've learned, and I'll leave you with this one. And that is to follow your intuition and quiet all of the outside noise. And sometimes following the intuition involves taking a leap, and it involves letting go of something like I just spoke about. And it can be really, really scary to follow the intuition. But I think sometimes our intuition speaks to us in whispers, and they're kind of quiet at first, but then they get louder and louder and louder until it's just something that we like really can't ignore. And I think it's so important, even though it can be really, really scary, and you have to kind of trust the universe like a trust fall to follow your intuition. I think it's so important to do it and to listen to that intuition and listen to those calls and those signs. And for me, this has been a big year, a big leap of faith year for me. Like I said, I left my job and I had this huge intuition to take space, to leave space, and to not jump right back into another corporate role. And it's been scary financially for sure. I've lost money and I don't know exactly where I'm going, but I had this intuition to put time into this YouTube channel. YouTube and creativity is something that I feel like has been calling me forever. I had a couple of YouTube channels when I was 12 years old, like a magic channel and a music channel, and I think I shut them down when some friends had some judgments about it, and I think I kind of got insecure and shut those down. But YouTube has been in the back of my mind forever, and I never really took the leap to start a channel or to dedicate any time or energy to it. So this time around, like, that whisper got so loud. And honestly, if nothing happens with this channel and I am not able to financially make money off of it, like, that is totally okay, because I'm having so much fun making these videos and everything just feels so in flow for me. And I just feel so happy when I'm filming, when I'm editing. It just all feels so in flow. So if that's the only thing I get out of it, I will say that that intuition was right. But I have a feeling that even if it doesn't lead to like a YouTube career, whatever it will lead to, I think that this chapter is so important. And I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know what's going to unfold or what's going to happen, but I just have this like huge intuitive feeling that what I'm doing now is so important. And I can't give you the result because I'm still in the messy middle. I'm still in the journey of I took the leap, I'm following my intuition. It feels so good. At times it feels really scary. And I am not, foolish. I know I'll need to get some sort of financial support as I continue to build this up, but I knew I needed to take that space to start this foundation, to dedicate to my own creative flow again and my own ideas. And it's been so beautiful, and I'm just so grateful for you all who have been along with the journey. And I can't say enough thanks for all the beautiful comments I've gotten, and they just make me smile so big every time I read them. And like I said, if nothing emerges from this, I am so grateful for following that intuition, because what it's given me so far is more than I can describe in words. It's been so beautiful to just create again and to create things for myself again. follow your intuition, follow those pulls, follow those calls. I promise, even though it's scary, it'll be worth it. It'll be so worth it. And sometimes you're in the middle and you don't even know why it's happening yet, but it's happening for a reason. And I know that all this will lead to something in the end. And I'm really excited, and I'm really excited to enjoy and relish in the journey while I'm here and while it's all unfolding. Keep listening to your intuition, keep listening to those calls. It's just so beautiful and so important. I really hope that one of these lessons resonated with you, and that maybe there's something that you can take and reflect back and apply to your own life. And I really do wish the best for you and for your dreams, and that you're able to live the most beautiful life. And I'm just so grateful that you're here and spending time watching this video. And if it's something that you resonate with, please feel free to leave a comment or a like, whatever you feel like you can give. And I'm just so grateful for all of the comments that I've been getting. Like, they really warm my heart and they really keep me going. So thank you, thank you, thank you. There's some that I get every week and I'm just like, oh, it's so sweet. So I really appreciate you. And I just hope you guys have the most beautiful week, and I'll see you next week.